another busy night here in Tallahassee, Florida. Hi everyone, Anthony the Captain here, bringing you this Tiller Tournament Series Finals action. It's Game 4 between the Garden State Queens and the Tallahassee Lassies. The Queens lead the series 2-1. Who among these two teams will join the Connecticut Blue Sox and take home the Tiller Tournament Series Championship? There's only one way to find out. As the team take the field, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Garden State Queens. It goes a little something like this. Mickey James, per usual, is going to be kicking things off, followed by Team Pretty Empowered, Kinsey Page, Ella Envy, and Kylie Page. Taking over behind the plate is Jordan Grace, followed by Allison Kay, Marty Bell, Melina at first, and the picture, Roxy, now known as Nova Fury. They're going to be scoring off against ScarJo. With that being said, let's go to the field. Mickey James makes her way to the plate. And we're underway with a foul. And base hit in the center. It'll rattle up against the wall. And Mickey James is in at first. See what Kinsey Page does, the champ, the NWA World Women's Champion. And she looks at ball one. And in the right center, base hit. To third is Mickey James. To second is Kinsey, and she will be in there. Let's see what LMV does. And has to back up 1-0. And right down Broadway, 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Got her. Let's see what Kylie Page does, the cleanup hitter. And swing and a miss, 0-1. 0-2, swing and miss, comes up empty once again. Say goodnight. Jordan Grace comes up to the plate. And on the ground foul. And tries to nip the outside corner. I thought it was ball one. That one's a strike, 1-2. And got her. Runners are stranded in scoring position. Lassie's coming up. Before they do, let's take a look at the starting lineup. It goes a little something like this. Rebel Wilson is going to be kicking things off, followed by Lady Gaga, Kalani Hilliker, Angelina Jolie, Mariah Carey, J-Lo, Jojo Siwa, Chloe Lukasiak, and ScarJo. They're going to be squaring off against the artist formerly known as Roxy, Nova Fury. Rebel Wilson makes her way to the plate. And swing and a miss, 0-1. Oh, way early on that one. The 0-2. Got her. Lady Gaga makes her way to the plate. Way outside. 1-0. And in the air to left. And under it is Kinsey for out number 2. Let's see what Kalani Hilliker does. And tails back inside, 0-1. And Weiser lays off the ball in the door, 1-1. And nips the outside corner, 1-2. And has to back up a little bit, almost got her. The truck Woolery. Ball 3. Pow pitch coming right here, right now. Got her. Nothing doing here in the Lassie's part. To the top of the second we go, starting with Allison Kay. And ScarJo back to work, 0-1. Pop up. Under it is Chloe Lukasiak. And Allison Kay's retired. Let's see what Marty Bell does. And, ooh, I thought it was a ball, but it's rule strike. Inside. 0-2 now. And tries to get her to say goodnight, but it tails outside, 1-2. 2-2 now. The truck Woolery. Got her. Let's see what Melina does, the first baseman. And Out inside. 1-0. And in the air. Deep drive. Gone! Melina does her primal scream as she makes her solo shot. 1-0 in favor of the Queens. And in steps Roxy, now known as Noah Fury. And base hit for Noah Fury. Throw comes back in quickly, so it's first base, 2 gone. In steps Mickey James, back at the top of the order, in the center. Under it is Kalani, and that'll be that. Solo shot from Melina, 1-0 in favor of the Queens. To the bottom of the second we go. Let's see what Angelina Jolie does as we get ready for the bottom of the second. And outside, 1-0. And way early on that one. 1-1. Also in the dirt. And 1-2 now. Swing and a miss. And 2-2 inside. The truck holdering. Got her. Mariah Carey's up next. And outside, 1-0. And swing and a miss, comes up empty, 1-1. 2-1 now, outside. And nips the outside corner, Chuck will recount. The Chuck Woolery. And ball 3 now. Pow pitch coming. Ball 4. Mariah Carey's aboard. And in steps J-Lo. And swinging and misses the ball the letters. 1-0-1. 1-1 now. Outside. And swing and miss the ball the letters again. 1-2. Yo, 1-2. And Chuck will recount now. The Chuck Woolery. Got her. Jojo Siwa makes her way to the plate. Outside, 1-0. Let's look at Mariah Carey. Now the pitch. In there, strike 1, 1-1. And on the ground, foul. Wisely lays off a ball in the dirt. Chuck Woolery count. The Chuck Woolery. And on the ground, Roxy has it. Throw second is in time, and that'll retire the side. 1 left for the Lassies. 1-0 in favor of the Queens. To the top of the third we go, starting with Kinsey Page, the NWA World Women's Champion. And just outside, 1-0. On the ground, Scarjo. Throw to first is in time. Ella Envy makes her way to the plate. Strikeout victim her first trip. And lays off, 1-0. And over and right. And catching it is Lady Gaga. And let's see what Kylie Page does. Strikeout victim her first trip also. And base hit for Kylie Page and then some. And she's going to be parking in at first. Time to make way now for the Knockouts champion, Jordan Grace. Ball 1. And in the air, opposite field. Home run! 2-run shot for Jordan Grace. 3-0 in favor of the Queens. Allison Kay makes her way to the plate. And nips the outside corner, 0-1. And juts it over to left, base hit. That'll rattle up against the fence. And it's going to equal double out this one for Allison Kay. Let's see what her Hex partner, Marty Bell, does. Strikeout victim her first trip. And, backs up a bit. 1-0. And over and right, base hit. And runners are going to beat the corners. The Hex are going to beat the corners. And in steps Melina, who homered her first trip. And nips the outside corner, 0-1. And over and left. And in there is Angelina Jolie, just in the nick of time 2-run Johnson, 3-0 in favor of the Queens. And to the bottom of the third we go, starting with Chloe Lukasiak. Way outside, 1-0. And in the shallow right center, and Ella gets there just in the nick of time. Scarjo's up next. And tries to nip the outside corner, but fails to do so, 1-0. And swings ball in the dirt, 1-1. And on the ground, Marty Bell over to Molina for out number 2. At the top of the lineup we go for Rebel Wilson, strikeout victim her first trip. And then over in left, and putting away is Kinsey for out number 3. 1, 2, 3 go the Lassies. They trail at 3-0. Leading things off at the top of the fourth is Roxy. And pop up over there is Chloe Lukasiak. 1 pitch, 1 gone. At the top of the lineup for Mickey James. 1 for 2 in the game. And jumps it over right, and Lady Gaga has it for out number 2. 1 pitch, 1 gone also. Kinsey's up next. And it's not going to be a 3-pitch inning. 1-0. And 2-0 inside. And in the air. Deep drive. Gone! Solo shot from the champ. 5-0 in favor of 4-0 in favor of the Queens. El Evie makes her way to the plate. 0 for 2 in the game. Nips the outside corner. 0-1. And golfs at it over in left. Who has it? That is Angelina Jolie for out number 3. Solo shot from the champ, Kinsey Page. 4-0 in favor of the Queens. To the bottom of the fourth we go, starting with Lady Gaga. And swing and misses the ball in the dirt, 0-1. And over in right center, base hit. And it's going to rattle up against the wall, and it's going to be a leadoff double for this one for Lady Gaga. Time to make way for Kalani Hilliker, strikeout victim her first trip. And Lady Gaga goes. Swing and a miss. And Lady Gaga back. And wait on that one, 0-2. The 0-2. On the ground, foul. She got her. Let's see what Angelina Jolie does. Also strikeout victim her first trip. Outside, 1-0. And juts it foul over to the left. And base hit. That'll get the Lassies on the board. Scoring is Lady Gaga. The second is Angelina Jolie. And it's 4-1 in favor of the Queens. Mariah Carey's up next. She walked her first trip. In there, 0-1. 1-1 outside. And swing and miss, 1-2. And on the ground, picking up is Roxy. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner moves up to third. And let's see what J-Lo does. Strikeout victim her first trip. And runner goes. And swing and a miss. And runner back. And base hit. That'll score another one. And the second is J-Lo. 4-2 in favor of the Queens. It's a Jackie Robinson game. 4-2. And let's see what JoJo Siwa does. And we're going to be having a pitcher change. And that is Tasha Steele for the Queens. Outside, 1-0. Go to second. And J-Lo back. And base hit for JoJo. Scoring is J-Lo. The second is JoJo. It's now 4-3 in favor of the Queens. The Lassies are slowly but surely closing the gap. Chloe Lukasiak's up next, 0 for 1 in the game. And there goes JoJo. And juts it over to right, and putting away is Kylie. 3-run score for the Lassies. 4-3 in favor of the Queens. the top of the fifth we go, starting with Kylie Page, the girl we were just talking about. And just nips the outside corner, 0-1. And golfs it foul over to the left. Got her. Say goodnight. Jordan Grace is up next. 2-run shot her last trip. And in the air to the left. Under it is Angelina Jolie for out number 2. Allison Kay is up next. 0 for 2. 1 for 2 in the game. Nips the outside corner once again, 0-1. And 1-1 now. Backs up a little bit. And I thought it was a ball, but it was Rule Stride nipping the outside corner. That one's a ball. The Chuck Woolery. Got her. 1, 2, 3 go the Queens. They still lead it 4-3. To the bottom of the fifth we go, starting with the pitcher, ScarJo. And swing and a miss. Tries to go off with that one. 0-1. And swing and a miss again. 0-2. Say goodnight. Rebel Wilson's up. 0 for 2 in the game. And way outside. Easy way off. 1-0. Easy way off as well. 2-0. And back over to Steele. Steele's over to Molina for out number 2. Lady Gaga's up next. Double her last trip. And outside, 1-0. And swing and a miss to the ball in the dirt, 1-1. And on the ground, throw from Mickey James to Molina for out number 3. 1, 2, 3 go the Lassies. 4-3 is still the score. We're going to the top of the 6th, starting with the bottom of the lineup. And Marty Bell juts it into the gap, into the right center field gap. Base hit and then some. And then she's going to be heading into third. So it's going to be a leadoff triple for Marty Bell. We got Molina up next. Can she capitalize? And this should get the runner home in the center. And the runner's going to be staying put. Tasha Steele is up next. And just as I figured, we're going to be getting a pinch hitter. Kylan King is up. And Kylan King, and there is Kalani. And the runner decides to stay put once again. Let's see what Mickey James does. And base hit, that'll get the runner home. Scoring is Marty Bell. And this is going to be a lead up. It's going to be an RBI double out of this one. Kinsey Page is up next. Homer last trip. Outside, 1-0. And on the ground, foul. And base hit. Runners are going to be in corners with 2 gone. And in steps Ella Envy, 0 for 3 in the game. And in the air, deep drive. That one's gone. 3-run Johnson for Ella Envy. Queens are pulling away here. Got her. 4-run score. 8-3 is the score in favor of the Queens. Now for the Lassies half. And we got Savannah Evans leading up, going to be at the mound. And Kalani Hilliker is going to be the first one for the bottom of inning number 6. And swing and a miss, 1-1. 2-1 now. And juts it foul over to the right. Got her. Angelina Jolie makes her way to the plate. Double her last trip. And on the ground, the Evans has it to Molina for out number 2. Let's see what Mariah Carey does. And swing and a miss, and the ball in the dirt, 0-1. And on the ground, gets past the infielders, and Mariah Carey's aboard. See what J-Lo does. And misses 1-0. Let's look at Mariah now, the pitch. And juts it over to foul over to the right side. In the dirt, 2-1. And in the air, opposite field, gone! Strike out the band because it's a 2-run shot for J-Lo. 8-5 is the score. JoJo C was up next. She doubled her last trip. And on the ground, over Savannah Evans, throw to first is in time. 2-run score for the Lassies. 8-5 is the score in favor of the Queens. To the top of the 7th we go, starting with Jordan Grace. And we're going to get a pitch and change. Kelly Clarkson is going to be taking over on the mound for the Lassies. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Say goodnight. Let's see what Allison Kay does. Strikeout victim her last trip. And juts it over to the left. Base hit. And Rowell get up against the fence. And this is going to be a 1-out double for Allison Kay. Let's see what her partner Marty Bell does. She tripled her last trip. And swinging to miss the ball in the dirt, 0-1. And tries to nip the outside corner, but misses 1-1. 2-1 now, inside. And base hit, so runners are going to be at the corners. Backs are going to be at the corners on this one once again, and in steps Molina. And swinging to miss Molina in the dirt, 0-1. 0-2, comes up empty. Say goodnight. And as Savannah Evans makes her way to play, she's going to be staying in the game this time. And back over, and they're going to be thrown to second to retire the side. Time to get up and stretch when we come back. Chloe Lucchesi is going to be leading things off. So here is Chloe Lucchesi, 0-2 in the game. And on the ground, Savannah Evans has it, and the throw is in time. And we're going to be having a pitch change. That's going to be it for Kelly Clarkson. Jennifer Garner's going to be making her way to the plate. The pinch hit. And in the air, the right, high fly ball, and Ella Envy has it for out number 2. 1 pitch, 1 gone. Rebel Wilson makes her way to the plate, 0-3 in the game. And on the ground, foul. 1-1, outside. And chucks it over to right. Marty Bell has it. Throw to Molina to first is in time. 1-2-3 go to Lassies. They still trail it, 8-5. The top of the 8th we go, starting with the top of the lineup. And we're going to get a new pitcher for the Lassies. In steps Taylor Swift. And pop up. Taylor Swift has it. 1 pitch. 1 gone. Kinsey Page is up next. Oh, hit by pitch. That got her. And it was not intentional. And let's see what Ella Envy does. And deep drive. Payback. Gone. 2-run Johnson for Ella Envy. 10-5 in favor of the Queens. Kylie Page is up next. And strike 1. Looks at 1 inside. And tries to nip the outside corner, but doesn't do so. 1-1. And swing and miss. 1-2 now. Got her. Down strikes for the 3rd time in a row. And let's see what Jordan Grace does. And in the air to left. Under it is Jolie. And that'll be that. Two-run Johnson for LMV extends the lead for the Queens. 10-5 is the score. To the bottom of the 8th we go, starting with Lady Gaga for the Lassies. And outside 1-0. And back over to Evans. Evans over to Molina for out number 1. Kalani Hilker makes her way to the plate. 3 trips, 3 strikeouts. And Lou Fisto's taking over. And in there for strike 1. Way outside, 1-1. And on the ground, Marty Bell to Molina for out number 2. Angelina Jolie's up next. And tails back inside, 0-1. And 1-1 now. And on the ground, foul. Say goodnight. 1, 2, 3 go the Lassies. To the top of the 9th we go, starting with Allison Kay for the Queens. Let's see if they can add some insurance as we head to the 9th. And in the air to shallow center. Under it is Kalani Hillico for out number 1. Marty Bell's up next. And, ooh, I thought it was a ball, but it's a strike. I'm starting to question that strike zone once again. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Say goodnight. Molina's up next. And base hit for Molina. And Kalani throws it back in quickly. So it's runner at first, 2 gone. And we're going to be having a pitching change. That's going to be it for Lou Fisto. Lady Frost is going to be taking over at the plate. At bat. And throw to second. And that'll be that. 1 left for the Queens. They still lead it. 10-5. Last chance for Lassies. And closing the door will be Camille. And lays off a ball in the door. 1-0. And in the air to left. Kylie. 1 gone in the 9th. J-Lo's up next. She homered her last trip. And swing and a miss, 0-1. Way outside, 1-1. And shuts it foul over to the right. And lays off on that one inside, 2-2. The Chuck Woolery. Lays off on that one once again. Power pitch coming right here, right now. Ball 4. So J-Lo's aboard and in steps JoJo Siwa. Way outside, 1-0. Could be setting things up here. And on the ground, this could be 2. Camille throws the second, and everybody will be safe. Chloe Lucasiak's up next. Let's see if she can turn the beat around, and we're going to be having a pinch hitter. Raven Simone. And swing and miss the ball in the dirt. 0-1. And base hit for Raven Simone. Oh, wait. Ella Envy has it. And the Lassies are going to get doubled up, and that's the game. 10-5 is the final score. The Queens now lead it 3-1. Looking at it is Savannah Evans and ScarJo, the winning and losing pitchers respectively. And we had some homers there. They were the difference makers in these games between the two. And as you can see, Melina, Jordan, Grace, Kinsey, Ella, and J-Lo. J-Lo's the only one for the Lassies that scored. But they really had me, speaking of Ella, she had me fooled, thinking that she wasn't going to get it, but she made it, and they were able to double up to walk it off. Well, that's going to do it for this edition. Game 4 is in the books. We're going to be reconvening right back here tomorrow for Game 5 here in Tallahassee, Florida. Until then, this is Anthony Hart, the captain, saying so long until the next game. And as always, do it for Michael Tiller!